Hey, hello. We're a little tad early, but I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. Can y'all hear me okay? This is the first time I've used my setup since putting it back together today. Um, so if you're having any issues with like sound and stuff, please tell me. Maybe hi. Thanks. Mm, wave. Hello. Hello, Elite. Sorry about your legs. It has been a long time, longer than I expected. It was more of a mess than I was counting on, to be honest. Loud House Pokemon Sunday? Oh, eh? Oh, eh? Bum, 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 bum. I see over on Twitch chat, I see John, I see Buddy, I see Crasher Drone. Hi, guys. Hello. And over on YouTube, I see Nimby, and I see Vibebot, and I see Elite Soul. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Welcome in. We're just gonna chat a little bit today. I might pick out some pull out some pixel art. I've been working on like a little project for the last couple of days, and I'm kind of like itching to get back to it. But first we're gonna catching up some. Okay, so renovations, right? They pulled down all the drywall that was in the basement area, which is where my studio sits. Originally it had that old school 70s wood paneling, which is really thin and doesn't like do much for sound, which is great, and that's been replaced, and behind it is a type of soundproofing insulation. It's not completely like soundproof, but it's working better than what it used to, right? Because there are other people in this house besides me. But in taking that down and putting up new drywall, when they have to sand the drywall to make everything match up real nice, flat walls and stuff, the drywall dust went everywhere. And it wasn't just my studio space, it's like the other whole half of the basement as well. So I'm kind of in the storage area, really, of the home. And so all of like the furniture went into my studio space. I took all of my electronic stuff, it went upstairs. It's safe. I wasn't gonna get like dust and stuff in it. So two major rooms of the house were redone, and all the paneling was taken out, and everything was sanded. But everything else that was left downstairs was covered in drywall dust. So much so, it was bad enough that I gave my cat asthma. I actually had to take my cat in to the vet 3 times because we couldn't figure out why he was sneezing and coughing so much. But he kept going down into the basement, even when he's not supposed to. He tries to sneak down here, and he got sick a couple of times, so we had to put him on like some steroids to help get over his like kitty bronchitis kind of stuff. So I was handling that while I was gone, but in the meantime, we also have to like dust all the furniture, not just what was in my studio space, but like all the furniture and downstairs, and start putting things back together. So it took a while. It took a lot longer than I expected. My little tiny space is mostly back together. I still have to put up my VR stuff, which I'll probably work on next weekend, and maybe we'll be able to get back to some full body streams. I also need to hook up some new tech. I bought the Leap Motion 2, which I have the original one, which it works great for me, but I wanted to try it with full body stuff, and it has a wider range. So we'll play with new toys. We got new toys. New stuff. I still want to try out some more full body streams, but I do have to put that all back together. I also have to buy a dedicated router / Wi-Fi for that, so it won't lose tracking like it did so much the first time I tried it. So we're gonna have more tests for sure. But renovations are done for the foreseeable future. There probably aren't going to be any more for the next couple of years. These were pretty expensive. They were very, very major renovations. We renovated 2 bathrooms, a kitchen, electricity, all the other stuff in the house. Bonk! Hi! Hey, Blockstrot! Thanks for the resub. It's late for you. It's like, what, 1 in the morning? 2 in the morning? Late. How's everything going so far? So far, good now. Like when I was, I kind of was really bad about when I disappeared off of streaming. I did tell people on stream that I was about to go into renovations, but I didn't like put an announcement out on Twitter, and people were like, "Where'd you go?" Because I got sick, and this was right before renovations started, and I was fine. Like a week and a half later, I was good, but by that time everything was in full upswing, and I wasn't coming back to things. Yeah, hey Church Cheetah, it's good to see you all. But what's cool is that now that the major renovations are done, we are just now basically a cleanup and resetting of the house, which I have no foreseeable pauses in streaming for the rest of this year. I don't have any major things going on. We are going to MomoCon, but that shouldn't take a huge chunk out of stream time. MomoCon is in Atlanta. I'm not a guest. I'm just going because I want to go. So I'm going to MomoCon, and I might meet some people, and I might run around and buy really cool merch and see what they have for the VTuber scene there. Because it's MomoCon is... It's an anime con / geek con. So Atlanta also has Dragon Con, which is very much the full-on geek con. But it kind of emphasizes more on the geekdom of movies and comics and games. While MomoCon it's kind of heavily influenced by anime, and then it goes into the other stuff and games and things like that. So it's weighted a little differently. They do have cosplay contests. They have anime voice actors there, all that kind of thing. So you'll get to see updates from me and a few other people from the Hyperdrive crew, which will be Obsidian's going to be with me. Carvebide should be there, and I think DK. Kyrie might be able to make it. I don't know, but if so, you'll be able to see posts from that. That is over Memorial Day weekend, but that is the only pause that we have kind of planned. So from here on out, I'm going to be streaming 4 days a week. 4 days a week. For now, I'm going to test the schedule of Sunday night, Monday morning, and Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna dress like a minor. That would be actually funny. I considered doing some cosplay, but with the renovations and stuff, my sewing machine is buried, and I wouldn't have been able to start anything till now. And 2 months out, not even 2 months, it's less than 2 months out for a cosplay. That's not enough time. I got newt. Oh yeah. I did consider it. I might still make one. I want to do a goofy cosplay. I don't want to do a serious cosplay. I don't feel like I don't have the body for a serious cosplay. I'm a little fluffy. So just a little bit, but I'm a little fluffy. I don't have the best cosplay body. So I want to be something dumb. I want to be a mascot character running around and being a total goofball. This is a total goofball. I have been working out. That's something I did start when the renovations were done and I was actually over my cold. I went back to the gym. I've been working out pretty consistently up until actually this week. Only because the rain, that's a whole other story. There's been a lot of storms and stuff going on here, but I've been working out. I did good. I'm not sure how many days I worked out last month. Last month, my goal was to work out at least 15 days of the month of March, and I think I did that, but I have to actually check my phone. I recorded it. I was good. I'm trying to become Cherrily. Like, no, legit though, I would love to become like strong. I'm over the idea of like being a skinny Mimi. I've got a large chest. Okay, and I've always had a large chest. That doesn't, and I'm short. So I'm an hourglass shape, but it's round. And so like getting to that like nice skinny size, a lot of people think of, especially for like cosplays and stuff, is not really my build. I would make a really good Monster Hunter cosplayer, like a Monster Hunter Wilds cosplayer. I could absolutely do that. That is my body type. But if I worked out and like actually got strong, like legit strong, I would be okay with that. I'd be like, hey, how you doing? Palico Cherrily. That would also be fun because that would like fall right into my line of like doing some dumb mascot character like costume. I would be a Palico. Absolutely. I think it'd be great. But I'm a short stack with assets. So being super skinny is extremely hard without like I like food too much for that. You can see it? Yeah. Yeah. But I am looking forward to that. So yeah, vast tracts of land. You have no idea. More than I want, really, to be honest. But that changes when I exercise. Oh, I hate it. Like when I'm exercising and I try to want to lose some pounds, right? It always disappears from the chest first. Every time. Like, oh, like I'm working out. I lost like 2 pounds, and I'm like, put my bra on. I'm like, this isn't fitting right anymore. I lose all of it in like the boobs first. I'm like, that's not what I was looking for. Oh yeah, by the way, welcome back. Oh, welcome back. Yeah, thanks. I would like to get strong. I think that'd be a good thing. I would like to be semi buff. Oh no, I mean I don't want to like be huge, but being able to see some muscles on me would be kind of cool. Naturally reduces booba. Yeah, it does a little bit. And it's different per person too, because like you can't target. They say you can target areas for when you like work out and stuff. Not really. You can tone that muscle, absolutely, but the fat layer on top, wherever you happen to be working out, whether it's your tummy, your thighs, your butt, whatever you're working on, you don't get to decide where that fat comes off. Your body does that, and that's genetics. I heard something that was really cool the other day. I think it was on TikTok, called the paper towel rule. Like if you just keep working at it, it's kind of like unrolling a paper towel. Like you don't see a whole lot of results at first. The paper towel roll is not getting much smaller. Like you pull on a sheet off every day. But eventually you do see the results, but it's slow. It takes time. It's like unwrapping a paper towel, like one sheet a day kind of deal. And I like that analogy. I thought it was fun. But yeah, for me, unfortunately, like the booba disappears first when I start exercising. It is what it is. But yeah, I haven't been exercising much this week because it's been storming like crazy. I live within the vicinity of Nashville, not really, but like I'm within an hour's reach of it. I'm not going to tell you which direction, but there's been lots of flooding. There have been tornadoes for like the last 3 or 4 days. I think it's finally wrapping up today. Like it was rainy this morning. And we had some storms last night, but it's been gross out, and I did not want to like try to like weave my way between the storm lines to see if I wanted to go to the gym. So I moved furniture this week. I think that's fine. I will go back tomorrow. For like a week. Yeah, that whole line of storms though goes past Tennessee. It went from like Texas all the way up from like to Kentucky, you know. It went far. It just kind of sat over Nashville quite a while. It stalled out. So like there was like a high pressure system down below, and then like the storms were coming up and stuff, and the high pressure system was basically just not letting it move. So it kept tracking. It just pulling like water out of the Gulf and kept throwing it up to the northeast. It's like, here, bleh, water for days. So yeah, lots of flooding and storms and whatnot. It's been gross, but I have been moving pretty heavy furniture and other things around. Also, trying to weave an Ethernet cord back through the bottom of your basement is a pain in the butt. I don't know if you've tried that before. Sun, wind, and allergies, and you're like, yeah, allergies were a problem before the rain came. A lot of that got washed down. Have you seen pictures from Georgia? Because they got that like notorious pine pollen. Now, typically people aren't actually allergic to pine pollen, but when they see that, they're like, oh, it's allergy season, because like other things that actually bother you tend to be open and like throwing out their seeds and stuff everywhere too. Usually pine pollen is too big of a pollen piece to actually irritate humans like we think of. But anyway, it's a visual thing and it's yellow everywhere. You're shedding like snake and snot pouring out of me. He's like, oh gosh. No, I understand though. About 2 weeks before all the rain started falling in, my eyes started getting itchy. I could tell like it's time. And then once this clears up, more things are gonna bloom and it's gonna get bad again. So right now it's not terrible, but like, because everything's been basically washed into the dirt. But rain, you know, and sunshine and warm, because it's going to be back up in the 80s. And yep, here comes the allergies, and I'm going to be sitting there rubbing my eyes like, oh gosh. That's where it gets me the most. I do get a little snuffly, but most of the time it's like my eyes and my ears. My ears get like clogged up. Allergies are terrible. Somewhere in the middle of Nashville and Memphis, we kind of hit a bit with every. Yeah, you did get a lot of stuff. Because I was watching that line. Because that line went. It was kind of weird. Because it was like, it started from Memphis and went through. Whoa, it went through Nashville and whatnot. We didn't get it every day where we were at. Hi, Lightning. Yeah, I'm back. We'll be back. Do goofy things. Ugh, allergies and storms and stuff. I still love spring though. I still really like spring. Allergies aside, and like the terrible storms aside. Actually, usually really bad storms happen before, like they happen in March typically. As of late, but I still like spring. Actually, my favorite time of year has a long span, because I like summer. I don't like it when it's like 100 degrees, but I do like summer. I like it when it's green. So like right about the beginning of April through Halloween, right? I get kind of like depressed when like all the leaves start turning colors, like they start turning brown. There's like a certain time of year in the summer where I can tell it's starting to downturn, where the leaves aren't as green anymore. They turn like this kind of like off green. They're not brown yet and stuff. I'm like, oh, we've hit past the peak of summer and winter's coming. I'm like, ugh. Ooh, no, I don't want it. I don't want it. But like Halloween's fun. I even like Christmas and New Year's is great. But there's that time between New Year's and April, especially if it's wet and gross. There's nothing to look forward to, and it's just depressing. I legit take vitamin D during that time of year, because if I don't have something going on that's keeping me distracted, I will get mopey. I wouldn't say I do get like, I guess, seasonal depression, but I wouldn't call it depression. It's like I just get mopey, and I could tell I need some more sunlight. Like I feel so much better after I get to like sun myself. I'm a cat, by the way. I will take naps in the sun. The end of summer is a melancholy time. Yeah, yeah, and I can just tell when the peak of summer's already passed. I'm like, oh, I just noticed the colors change, and it's like it's not before the autumn colors, because the autumn colors are really pretty. But you're a cat, and I'm a cat. Yeah. But I like sun naps. I know a lot of people want to like sleep in the dark, like pitch black, and I can do that. That's fine. But there is something really comforting about being in like warm sunlight while you nap. I don't know. I've been doing that since I was a kid. My parents would find me on the floor, like by a window in the carpet, just napping because it was a warm spot. I'm like, oh, I like this. And I would like just fall down and like, and I was out for like 20, 30 minutes until the light moved. I'm like, oh, it's not warm anymore. I guess I gotta go. You find it really hard to sleep during the day. Yeah, a lot of people do. I feel like that's kind of common. I'm finding a lot of people's like, you can sleep when? Where? What? Floor covered in drool? I mean, yeah, sometimes. I haven't found a whole lot of like sun napping friends. Most of my friends are like darkness goblins, which it has its appeal. And like I mean, I sleep in the dark. I don't have any lights on or anything either. But they don't do the sun naps. If they go nap, they go like find a dark corner and disappear for a little while. I'm like, no, I want the sunshines. Give me the sunshines. Baguette John! Hi! How are you? You got a new model real recently, didn't you? Well, I guess it's not real recently, but like in the last couple months, right? Yeah. No, don't cry. Working on live 2D. Oh, I bet. You make the best live 2D stuff. Yay! I like the new model. It's super cute. Yeah, it's bread time. Happy bread time. Bam, bam, bam. Ah, I had some good bread this week. I did. Yeah, it's been a while. Beckett's been around. Beckett's just been doing like work. Yeah, so the area I live in, there's like a Mennonite community that's not too far from me. The Mennonites kind of like Mormon, but not quite. Anyway, it's a religious community, right? They make a lot of things from scratch. Okay. And one of my studio mates brought home some like homemade sourdough bread, and oh, it's so good. It's like it's like jalapeno sourdough bread, which and I tried it and it has the sourdough flavor, but it's you know, sourdough's kind of chewy. Well, this one is like fluffy. This is a fluffy sourdough, but it has the sourdough flavor. Either way, it's good stuff. I put some butter on it. I've been eating in the morning. Yeah, Twitch. Welcome back on the Twitch side. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. There's quite a few of those types of communities up in the hills. Up in there little hills there. Oh, it's good bread. My other favorite bread, I get it from Aldi's. It's not the fresh baked stuff, but I get there's a sourdough bread from there, and it's like the everything sourdough. So they put like the everything seasoning like you get on bagels. They just put it all over the top. And I use that for sandwiches and toast. It's good happy stuff, happy bread. Reminds me of the bread song that was really popular that came out. When I think of it, I think of Dungeon Meshi, but it actually has nothing to do with Dungeon Meshi. It's like the ooh 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 ooh, all I wanted was a piece of bread. Doot, 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 doot. And I don't know all the lyrics at all. I'd have to watch it again or listen to it again. Okay, your favorite bread of all time is bolillo? But specifically the bolillo I ate in Mexico with the family. Every time I get it in the US, it's just not the same. What is that? No lyrics, just vibes. Yeah. Okay, what kind of bread is that? Like, can you describe that? I've never heard of bolillo. It sounds good. Is it like a flat bread, like a naan bread? Is it like a low rise bread? There's different kinds. Like, what's the bolillo. 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 Bolillo? Bolillo? Is that right? Bolillo? Oh, guys. Okay, Spanish. I'm not good at Spanish. One thing, I physically cannot roll my R's. I have too much of a tied tongue. I cannot roll R's for Spanish. And then, like, I always get the pronunciation wrong. Emphasis on the second syllable. Bolillo. Okay. Cool. Today I will butcher languages. Yes. When I went through high school, I learned, like, French. I can't really speak a lot of French anymore. Like, I really forgotten most of everything, but, like, I could read it sometimes. Like, they put a lot of emphasis on sentence structure, so I learned to read French better than I could speak. I can't speak it worth anything, so. I went the French route instead of the Spanish route. I was in an unusual high school because it was like an international baccalaureate high school, which is sort of like a, I guess, advanced studies type of class, but is based off of international studies. So they had a lot of languages you could learn. In high school, this is unusual. In high school, you could learn Spanish, French, German, Chinese, and there was one more, and I forget what it was. But yeah, I did. I had a lot of fun. I was in a very small class within my class because they only had one track of international baccalaureate students. And so it was the same 90 students basically per grade. So they had like somewhere between 90 to 120 students. So we had like the smallest grade. But there's like the same 90 of us. So like, and then I was in the advanced classes of the 90s, so then it turned into the same, like, 35 of us every class. So I ended up with, like, a lot of the same, like, classmates throughout high school, which was fun in a lot of ways, because I got to know people pretty well. They had more advanced courses than most schools, yeah. French da go! STEM track in your school. Yeah, that's what they call that. They have like STEM tracks, and they've got advanced placement classes. I don't know what they've changed the names of a lot of these things now. The kind of similar of interests and stuff. I would have liked a lot of like the STEM stuff too. I think one of my favorite classes was physics class. Just because it was a lot of hands-on science, and I really liked that kind of stuff. Hands-on science was fun. I would like to learn, of course, I'd like to learn Japanese or South Korean. Or Korean, basically, yeah. Just because I want to go back to Japan. I really liked my Japan trip, and I already miss aspects of it. And I would like to be able to speak some of the language next time I go. Yeah, the teacher, you're right, Lightning Spike. The teacher made the class. Absolutely, 100%. Because I was like that with chemistry. I'm like, chemistry was okay, but I did not like the teacher, so I did not do well. Yeah, I've heard like of all like between like the major like I guess Asian languages. Like, so you get the like the Chinese, the Japanese, and Korean and stuff. They've of course others. That Korean's probably the easiest one to pick up. But I've watched a lot of anime, so I'm at least used to hearing it. I actually been hearing a lot of Korean too, because like one of my studio mates is totally addicted to the Korean dramas. I've watched a lot of Korean dramas in proximity just because of that. So I can now tell the difference, like when like somebody's actually speaking one versus the other, which is kind of fun. But I can't tell what they're saying. I can just tell it's a little bit different. Just a little bit. I think I've heard that too. Like it was, it's a fairly modern language, which makes me very curious about it. Absolutely. The interesting thing about like Japanese language, and I experienced this while I was in Japan. They've adopted a lot of English words and other words from other languages too, but they've adopted a lot of more modern words from like the English language versus like their own. So if you go there and like, let's say you're asking for cake, you would like some cake, you would say keiki. So it's like, it sounds like you're saying it with like a really bad Japanese accent, but that's how they pronounce it. There's a lot of words like that over there. Yeah, loan words. Mm-hmm. She had a whole video about those? I wonder if she still has it up. I don't know. Yep, credit cardle. I don't know if that's legit, but yeah. Mm-hmm. I legit went to Starbucks. I wanted to order some cake, and I was pointing at one. They still weren't sure which one it was because they were at an awkward angle. I was just like, oh, Starbucks are everywhere in Japan, by the way. And I was pointing at one, but they really couldn't quite see it. And I'm like, but there was only one on the top that was cake, and I wanted the cake. I'm like, cakey. And they're like, oh, okay. Is it legit? Tia's channel got nuked. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if she was able to keep it. But, I would like to learn learn Japanese. I sound terrible. I think the plan is to kind of go back in the next 2 or 3 years. Just to run amok. I want to run amok again! I didn't get to go to Tokyo. I only got to go to Osaka and Kyoto, which was enough for me. That was actually a lot of fun. But I missed all the Tokyo stuff, so now I gotta go back to Tokyo, and I gotta collect more little like pins from the Pokemon stores. During the daily Japanese experience, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, Osaka, there was a lot to do in Osaka. Like, I was not bored by any means. I did technically go to Tokyo. We landed in Tokyo to go to Osaka because there's no direct flight that I'm aware of from the US to Osaka. You have to go to Tokyo's international airport, and then you hop to Osaka. Osaka has an international airport, but I think it services places like Australia and like China, Thailand, all that. So all the American ones go to Tokyo because they have 2 airports over there. They have one that's closer to the ocean. You can land at both of them, but we landed at the one that was closer to the ocean and then hopped over to Osaka. But there's a lot. Osaka's the food place to go. It's one of the food places to go. It's good. It's good. And like Kyoto, Going to Kyoto is like driving from one side to Atlanta to the other. It's not far away. Everybody's like, oh, Kyoto's all the way over there. No, it's like a 20-minute train ride down. It's like down the street. Favorite Japanese dish? At least while I was there, I think the best dish I had was tonkatsu. Like I had some really good pork cutlets over rice, and I think that was like my favorite dish that was there. I've had stuff like that before, but they just made it just right. It was very good. Yeah, it's so small. I know. Foxtrot was talking about going to visit DK, and DK is like not far away, but it's a full day's drive away. I would be like if I'm driving, I'm gonna be in the car for like 8 to 9 hours just to go visit DK. That's normal in the States. Driving like anywhere between 6 to like 10 hours to get to some place to visit people. Just American things. Yeah. That's what I said. You go visit DK. So it would take me like several hours to drive. But I get to see DK over Memorial Day weekend. We're all gonna meet up in Atlanta for MomoCon, so DK lives in an area I've been to before, so I'm not like completely unfamiliar. But I'm not gonna say. I've been over that way. Voxstar. Oh, okay. Yeah. Take you too long to swim. just keep swimming. Blah, 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 blah. Not in the same state. No, different state. It's a neighboring state. So does it technically touch? I guess not technically, but it's pretty close to touching. It's like Kyrie's in a neighboring state, Obsy's in a neighboring state. Carvebine is not. Carvebine's like several states away. Same thing with Zania. Of course, Shad's in a different country. Yeah. Well, I mean, to go from like, I'm in Tennessee, right? To go from one side of Tennessee, like the longest side from Tennessee over, I think it's still a 10-hour drive. And Tennessee's not the biggest state. It's somewhere right in the middle. Yeah, he's Texan. He's not close by any means. I think it would probably take me at least 16 hours to get to him, but it might be more. That's when like flying in a plane would be worth it. They're starting to. Now this might get nuked with like the current government, but they're starting to build fast trains here in the States. Have you heard about that? They're building like new like actual like bullet trains for the States. I think there's going to be some lines down south, and there's going to be some lines up north. And I guess the goal is to eventually start connecting them. But right now, they're going across the top, like I think Chicago and some of the Indianapolis and some of those areas up there. And I think they have one that's going down in like Texas and across to Florida. Anyway, they're finally investing in some trains here in the States. I wouldn't. I don't know if they're. I think they're testing out the idea. I don't think they're fully committed, and it's still in the very early stages. There's a lot of stupid people that are against it for some weird reason. Yeah, it's not all the way east. Crasher. That's on a good day because I've been through Nashville. Nashville's interstate system is screwy, by the way. And I've driven a lot of them. It's not good. It's not good. I've been through Atlanta. Atlanta's not great either, but I've been through Charlotte. I've driven all these interstate systems, and Nashville's needs some serious updating. Having high-speed easy access will travel to other places. Yeah, some people, I don't know. Yeah, there's always traffic. 840 goes around Nashville. Nashville's weird because, like, okay, it has an unofficial outer belt. Like, Charlotte has its outer belt, and like Atlanta has its outer belt, and they're not too close to the center city, but they're not too far out. Now, like, Nashville's like not intended outer belt is way out there. So, like, if you're trying to go around Nashville using their quote unquote outer belt, because it doesn't go across the top, it only goes through like 2/3 away around the city, it's still really far. Like, it's too wide. So it's not helpful there either. It's not good. My biggest complaint about Nashville traffic is you have to switch lanes. Like, you forcibly have to switch lanes on an interstate because of the way they have like the changeovers to the different like interstates that intersect in the city, and that creates accidents, which causes traffic jams and slowdowns, and it's not good. I'm surprised they haven't fixed it yet, but you know, not my city. I don't normally go driving down there. The only time I'm typically down there is to go to the airport so I can see people. I gotta pick up people from the airports. I don't know how many of you like do a lot of active driving. I've done a lot of driving in my time. The teacher just dropped your whole class off for the day to do whatever? Did they drop you off at the what's so weird is we have like a recreation of the Parthenon in Nashville, but like a legit recreation of the Parthenon. Did they drop you off at like that park and then just like, okay, have fun? When was the last time you met one of your friends in person out of curiosity? That was probably Obsidian. When was that? It's last year? It was last year. It's been a moment. Like my online friends, it's been a moment. But that's why we plan stuff now. We want to meet people from time to time. When you get a new car, you plan to drive Poland via Berlin. Cool! The only reason you know about the Nashville Parthenon is Well, I'm thinking really hard. He is tall. You know, the funny thing is I thought the same thing too. I'm like, dang, I'm small. He's like, that was the first thing he says, like, you're short. And I'm like, yes, I know. I'm like a little over 5'2", and that's on a good day. So he's like 6 foot. Yeah, Upsy is tall. I'm not 4 foot tall. My other form was 4 foot. When I was little Cherrily, I was like 4'3", but I'm bigger now. I grew up. I'm taller now. Whoa. Gremlin mode is 4 foot. Yes. Yeah, I'm the same height as Girl DM. I am short. Told you, short stack. That's not what short stack means? What's short stack? What? I always thought that's what it meant. What does short stack mean then? Pancakes. I know it's pancakes. Get short stack of pancakes. So is Kyrie the short stack? Because she's like 5'6". I'm telling on her. I'm telling on Kyrie. Busty short women. Well, that is me then. I'm like a double. No, I don't. I'm more than a double D. I haven't gotten like measured in a while. I'm a hobbit. Yeah. Oh, I don't have the hairy feet though. I actually don't have a whole lot of hair too. Besides my like actual like top of head. Mm-hmm. Kirsty's like, what? This is what I'm talking about. I've always been a little on the busty side. Like, okay. Yeah. Like, 5th grade, okay? 5th grade. Like, I started growing 2 different directions. 5th grade. Like, and then I stopped in like 7th grade, no, 8th grade. I was done growing. Weird short cat. It's funny, like, because there's a lot of like very large chested anime VTubers and such, just VTubers in general. There's nothing wrong with that. It's wonderful. I've lived it. I don't. It's fine. I would like to be smaller. Thank you. And therefore, I am smaller on stream. I would prefer to be a little bit more on the petite side, to be honest. But you know, again, that size can change because, you know, like I was talking about earlier, when I exercise, I can lose a cup size. If like I'm like working out, I'll lose a cup size first before I lose anything else. A lot of the biggest indie VTubers have insane chests. They do, and they're honestly a little mesmerizing because I'm watching. I'm like, yeah, okay, it's cute. Oh, but I've lived it. It's okay. It's fine. Sometimes it's a little unwanted attention, and finding shirts that fit kind of sucks. So I'll be honest. Like, if you want to find a tailored shirt for a big-breasted woman, like actually goes out and in, you're gonna be paying a lot of money for that, just for a shirt. You're gonna be paying like $100+. Most of the time, if you buy a shirt that actually fits your boobs, it's just gonna go straight down, and then now you look like a box. I basically live in tank tops and sweatshirts. Like, I've got a hoodie, like a zip-up hoodie, and tank tops. Like, that's like my favorite thing. I'm such a gremlin. It takes you out of it. Honestly, you can't take it seriously. Yeah, it's kind of hilarious, but I actually like can't toggle chest size at will. Cool genetics. Yeah. I think honestly, like when it comes to VTuber models, there's a lot of different styles, and a lot of them are very cool. The big-breasted ones are not all that serious to me. I'm not sitting there like outright laughing at them or anything like that, because I'm watching too, because I like to watch the jiggle physics, but it doesn't always have to be like boob jiggle physics. Like, if things are wiggling around and stuff like that, and I like the way it moves, I'm going to be paying attention and be like, I like how that moves. And I think a lot of viewers are like that. Like if they have good hair physics, or if they've got like, I don't know, good physics for like their eyes or just their expressions and stuff like that, and they're just like a very bouncy, reactive sort of like look to them. I don't know what you'd call it, but most of the time, I wouldn't say most of the time, a lot of the time it's boobs, but it's not always. And those things they're fun to watch. They're legit fun to watch. You like to see it happen. It seems to be the meta. Eyes, hair, clothes. Seems to viewers like that stuff. Yeah. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's definitely works though. I think so. I think some of that appeal comes from like a lot of indie VTubers have that. When you don't see it as much when it comes to, say, like Hololive or like the Nijisaji or like the big corporate ones that are not on the English side. They don't have that as much. They're starting to get it a lot more, but you see a lot of that extra stuff, like all those extra physics. It's definitely an indie / American kind of like style for VTubing. Likes jiggle? I do. Have you seen it was in Marvel Rivals. They got like a new outfit for one of their characters, and a lot of people were upset or actually loved it. Like she's got an outfit, and like it's like a skimpy one, and when she like sets up in her pose, like her thighs do a jiggle, and everybody's like, I don't know what the character is. I don't play Marvel. Yeah, it's Emma Frost. They're like, oh, yes, I like that. Yeah, Ian really hands tracking for Holocry. There you go, Church Studio. It's definitely to go more. She's a new character? Okay. I thought there was another... It's not Emma. It's the other character in white, though. Like, she has a dual, like, helper character. What's the other one called? I don't know. Like I said, I don't play Marvel Rivals. And I'm not up on, like, Marvel, like, character lore stuff. What? Dagger? Yeah, it might be Dagger from like Cloak and Dagger. Okay. Yes, those. I thought it was her, but I guess not. So yeah, Emma Frost is the one that they dropped, and like, she's got the thigh jiggle, and people love it. Some people hate it, of course, but for the most people love that. Same thing with like, didn't Genshin come out with like a plump character that's got a bit of jiggle physics? People were down for that. Of course, there's Nikkei. So, I mean, I think Lightning Smite is right. Jiggle is the meta. Genshin came out with a lot of plump characters. I only know of the one. I thought there was like the little cowgirl type one. For some reason, Marvel Rivals has 3 different blonde-haired white women. Oh no, yeah. Pink cowgirl, can't remember her name. Yeah, I don't know any of that. I Yes, you're right. You're right, Crasher. Exactly it. And it works. But also, I've heard the story is really good. I'm not completely convinced, but I've heard the story is really good for Nikkei. I keep calling it Nike, and everybody's like, it's Nikkei. I get auto-corrected on that so fast. Lore and jiggle, yeah. That's what people want, right? Lore and jiggle. They want the drama and they want the jiggle. Yeah. Oh my god. I like it though. It's fine. I'm kind of glad they're kind of experimenting with like other parts of the body besides the boobs. Thigh jiggle's nice. They could do it for a few guys too. Where's the butt jiggles? Come on. I know, in the peck. You can do peck jiggles. I've seen it. It can happen. This girl's like fan service too, you know. Can't deal with all the jiggle. I want to watch streamer play game. But it is a little objectifying, but at the same time, it's kind of, like you said, it's not very serious. It's because they're cartoons. It would be a little different if it was like an actual person up on screen. They give guys in video games big muscle, hence the reason why Clive Rossville exists. Ooh, I don't know who that is. Pro Jiggle in general? Yeah. Girls, guys, I'm probably watching. They do need a little bit more like male fan service, I think. Just a tiny bit. What's really funny is if you watched like Terry Crews, yeah. Terry Crews is hilarious. This is bouncy. Yeah, I do like bouncy. I like hair physics. Can you tell? Oh, okay. I gotcha. The Tifa Lockhart for female gamers. All the male fan services in Love and Deep Space. I have not played that game. I'm actually not interested in that game. Like, I say I want more male fan service, but I don't want to play a game that's all about male fan service. I don't know. I don't think I could take it seriously. Also, it's a gacha game. Also, that thing's making a lot of money. A lot of money. People need to be paying attention because the audience is there, right? So, yeah, I'm not into dating sims. I always feel weird about dating sims. But I don't like people who treat dating like games anyways. Blob of jelly if it jiggled suggestively. Maybe. It would be neuron activation, but then not necessarily attraction. It'd be like, ooh, shiny, let me play with it. Can I poke it? It's like the people I see in VR chat. They've got like super jiggly physics and a lot of stuff. And I'm like, I want to touch it. I cannot touch it. It's not right to touch. It's very rude to touch, but I want to touch it. Just cuz. Oh my Ko-Fi Streambot still works. Cousins are like, I love you so much. You're my thoughts every day, every second of every day, and then it's kind of creepy. Yeah, it's very unrealistic. That audience has been underserved for a long time. Oh, yeah, I agree. There's money to be made there, and if you are okay with that style of VTubing and you're a guy, you could probably do pretty well. Hey, Matt L, thanks for the sub. Hi. Yeah, and that's a good thing, Church Cheetah. They've noticed, like, oh wait, we have an audience for both. And I think they figured that out with Genshin. Because in Genshin, there were, like, early on in Genshin, there were some guys, but it was mostly girls. And then, like, they found out some of the girls were playing. They're like, oh, we need to put more guys out. And then they, like, continue with Star Rail. And a few others. What? Cherrily dating sim. Sometimes not dating sim is hanging out with Cherrily and you help her clean up her stew. That sounds terrible. No. I wouldn't make you clean. I'd feel guilty. And then I'd feel guilty I was cleaning while you were just hanging around. So then I would have, like, stop cleaning and we'd do something else. We'll make food. We'll go somewhere and get candy or coffee. Hum. How we doing? Howdy. We've been talking about jiggle physics in the VTuber community. Tome games were fairly popular like 10, 15 years ago, but basically nobody makes new ones anymore. Yeah, I kind of remember those like being real big, either on PC or like there was phone ones too, I think, or like early phone ones. Help me out right now. Wow. I do have things to hang from. I still have stuff I bought from Japan. I have these really cool posters from the Studio Ghibli store. And I need to get frames so I can put them up. But I also still have to paint a wall that's behind me, so that might not happen anytime soon. But they're safe somewhere. They're not getting wrinkled. I'll get them up one day. I also have some Miku like figures I want to put up. I've been shopping around for some collectible cases to put up behind me when I like in my VR space. It's a process, yeah. It has been a long process. A little on the frustrated side because every time I like seem to clean up something, it gets re-messied. And that was kind of one of the reasons I was a little slow to coming back. I was playing probably a little bit too much Minecraft, and I'll talk about that here in a moment. But the other is like I didn't want to clean it again because this is like the third time that I've had to go through. More than a third time that I've had to go through this room and like move boxes around, move furniture around. Like, ugh. The motivation was not there, I will tell you that. I could have acted a little faster, but I was dragging my feet. It's just too much. IKEA trip. IKEA is too far away. They don't have one in Tennessee. The closest one's Atlanta. Yeah, I just don't want to do it again and again and again. There's still stuff here in storage with me. If my goal is to get all of the stuff out, there will be no storage in here, and then I'm gonna put a kotatsu in. Well, Blue, hi. Hello. You're the only 10 I see. Ha 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 ha. How you doing? How you doing? You're fun in Minecraft. Yeah, okay. So I did build a Minecraft multiplayer server at SMP for some of VTuber friends. It's actually an Pending's collab server. And so everybody in there has access to it. And we've been just playing, and I've been playing like off stream, of course, just playing just to play because I want to. And like Pending and I think Shadow streamed it a little bit, and Kyrie, they've all been in there. But I've just been like doing town management mostly. Yeah. Hi, Ruby. Nah. Hello, Necrobi. Hope you're well. Yeah, we tried out. It's a sort of a decorative, like aesthetic Minecraft modded server, but then I also put what's it called, Orcraft or dang it, I forgot. It's a type of like create sort of mod. So like Shad's been doing a lot of stuff with that where you can build a lot of weird things. Right now he's trying to build he's trying to build a particle accelerator. Howdy. No mom. But it's been a very, very fun, chill time, and did not help me get motivated to get my studio back together because I'm playing Minecraft. Doot. Yeah, I added the tech mod. What's funny is Asu asked, is there a tech mod in this? I'm like, I hadn't put one in. I'm like, I can add one, but I had to go find one. So there's not that many tech mods for Fabric because this is a Fabric modded client, and this was kind of new, so I haven't seen a lot of people play with it, but it's fun so far. It's nice, but I've mostly just been trying to keep my villagers alive. Yeah, it's a Fabric modded Minecraft. Because Fabric is the one that seems to have a lot of the aesthetic mods, and also seems to have a lot of the camera mods. for like if you want to do like recording of like your plays and stuff like that, but it doesn't have a lot of like the tech mods. There's not many tech. Most of those tech mods are on Forge. I have heard the same thing, but like I think they do something different every time. Hey Christian, thank you. Da, da, da. Yeah, so I've been using a fabric mods for a while just because I like the aesthetic mods. I like the pretty Minecraft. And we're playing that some tomorrow. I'm going to be on. I don't know if anybody else is going to join me or happen to be on. It's for a while turned into like the morning like routine where I would get on and I would see Shad get on, and then Shad would have to get off and do stuff, and then Penny would get on, and then I would have to get off and go do stuff, and we just kind of like, hey, how's it going? I'm working on this. Bye. Yeah, we were having a hard time trying to find something to take out those guardians. I think Shad figured it out while I was not on, been able to play this like last couple days. The pattern for getting on only for someone else to hop off is yeah, it happens, but it's okay because I get on and we have this map mod which is really nice, and I get to see everybody's like from like the map. I can see everybody's progress of what they've been building, except for Shad because he's in a mountain. And like, ooh, look at that, and I just kind of like see how Kyrie's building her stuff out and see how Pending's got a really big build going on. Fabric runs better than Forge does, and the mods make it easier to make compatible with other Fabric mods. I wouldn't be surprised if Forge gets phased out in the next few years. Yeah, there's like Forge, and then there's Neo Forge, and there's Fabric. Most of the time I like Fabric because Fabric works with a lot of like resource packs where it's like more than just like say Cokricot, or there's another one called like Yusha mod, which has like a more modern day type mods, like aesthetic mods, you know, like for buildings and cityscapes and stuff, and they're all on Fabric. And then like for recording stuff, there's two major recording mods to record your gameplay, and both of them are Fabric. They're like both require Fabric. So used NeoForge for the first time recently, had to use it for a required mod on Made in Abyss themed MC server. There's a Made in Abyss Minecraft server? What? Yeah, you're kind of right. Like, it makes it feel a little bit more lived in. Mine in the Abyss. Oh my gosh. Oh, the pun. Oh, yeah. But we have been having fun. I do have plans for the Minecraft server. Like, I want to build like a full tavern. Kyrie's been making all the food, and then I'm going to have a place to put all the food and start like building like a little city and stuff. But we'll see. But like lately, I've figured out the town, and I've cleaned it up, and I've got like so many golems to appear, and I've got cats and stuff. So like, they're pretty good inside their like little like biome. They have their own little like city biome, as long as like not too much gets in. I've got some long-lasting villagers. I've found out the villagers will change jobs randomly. Brewing potions, yeah. Only downside is that the server is pretty old and hasn't been reset since 2021, so it's hard to getting started. Oh man, yeah, that would be hard unless you went really far out. What? Forge at its core is still using some code from alpha days that keeps having to be rewritten every couple years because of game updates. Okay, that makes sense. Can't wait for the central community to form on the server. Love seeing towns spring up. Yeah, I'm hoping like a few more people will join. We haven't been able to like really convince like a lot of other people to hop in, but like my server is going to be up until next year, so there's going to be at least a whole year for that to keep going. So we'll see. I'm not pressuring anybody. I don't want anybody to feel pressure to come play or anything like that. I just want people to come in and build and have a good time and feel like they make something together. It's just nice. I just want to see what it looks like here in like a year or so, and then go from there. It defies regular Minecraft logic. You go down, not out. Oh, okay. I guess that kind of makes sense for the theme of the game. Shad's always being extra, yes. But that's Shad, for sure. Obsy's also been on there, but he's hasn't been able to play. He has been in Monster Hunter Wilds, and I don't blame him. You've still yet to play Minecraft? I legit avoided playing Minecraft for years until actually I started VTubing because I knew I would get sucked into it. Like, is one of those games I know that I could absolutely hyper focus on, and I probably shouldn't when I should be doing other things like putting my studio back together. Yeah, it's bad. I actually avoided it for a long time. I was like, nope, I'm going to get addicted to this, and I did. Especially modded Minecraft. Might have questions later. Okay. Keep up for longer. Love to see stuff at shops or mini games crop up. That's one of my favorite things to see about Hermitcraft. Ooh. Tizzy, bro. Just join the server. It is a very easy game to hyper focus on. You'll see me do it tomorrow morning. Is it distracted or bored at some point? I do get if I don't have anything specific, or like there's sometimes a little bit of resource grind that gets boring, I will get sleepy during Minecraft and start to get really tired. And sometimes it's a good thing, like if I'm playing it late at night and I need to get tired for going to bed, because it's it can have a monotonous feel to it, in some aspects. But then there's also aspects of it where it's like, ooh, I'm really in that creative mode and you really just got an idea going. Yeah, I don't like the grind. The Oricraft? I don't know why it's not Oricraft. I keep calling it. I'm gonna look it up right now. I'm gonna turn on my Curse Forge. What is it called? Oritech. I think it's called Oritech. Yes, it's Oritech. Okay. The Oritech, because of that mod, leaves resource geodes around the world. So finding resources is not nearly as much of a slog as it normally is. It's kind of nice, to be honest. Even though I'm not actively using the Oritech stuff like Shad is, I'm absolutely taking advantage of all like the extra stuff that's floating around. Ooh, have fun in VR. One day I'll get there. I still have to build a VR version of myself. Predates biomes being added to the game. Oh my gosh. Did you ever like convert it over to the Windows account version, or is it still Mojang? I don't even know if you can play with the old Mojang account now. I think they've discontinued them. They had to be all converted to Windows. Because Microsoft bought them. Speaking of Minecraft, who's seen the movie? I have not seen the movie. I have mixed feelings about that, although I've heard people going to see it having a really good time. So I guess if you go in not expecting a whole lot, I think it'd be fun. I think it'll be a very good drinking movie for later. Hi-yo! You haven't seen the movie, you don't intend to. Yeah. I was not planning on spending money for it in the theater. I was planning on... Foxtrot wants me to watch it in the Discord, so maybe we'll do that when it becomes available, and we'll just sit down and we'll watch it together with snacks and stuff, and we'll have a good time making fun of it and talking through everything. You wait till it's up for rental, yeah. Oh, thanks for the follow. See the movie. I always doubt about game movies. I plan seeing the FNAF 2 film. Those have done really well. I did not see the first one. It's required to be a Microsoft account thing now, though they did give me a cape for converting. Yeah, I got that too. I've talked about it, but I feel like the Minecraft movie is like a cinematic equivalent of jingling keys in front of a dog. I saw the trailer and I'm like, is this just Jumanji but worse? I might be way off with that, but like, this looks like Jumanji but not good. We'll find out whenever I get around to watching it. But I think that will be a very fun, like, in Discord movie night. And we'll just watch bad movies. It's not Jumanji. It's something. Well, I mean, Jumanji was a good movie, in my opinion. But like, it looks like they tried to pull a Jumanji, but not. But like, the trailers can be very misleading. But the trailers reminds like, it's just like Jumanji, but like in Minecraft. Favorite bad movies. I don't know if I have a favorite bad movie. A lot of times if it's bad, I don't watch it again. There's like a lot of bad Marvel movies. Like the Thor movies are kind of bad, but some of those are fun. Like the Ragnarok one, it's not a great movie, but that was a fun watch. B-movie saw where there's one scene where there was this woman who was naked, and I thought it might end up leading to something else, but then she goes to a soundboard, becomes a DJ, and was so confused. What? Yeah. The Rooms and Birdemics. I've not seen either of those. The Rooms isn't that The Rooms is considered a cult classic though, and same with Birdemic. I guess if the movie is bad but good, it's considered a cult classic. I've not seen either of those. Birdemic sounds goofy. I feel like I'd probably laugh a lot with Birdemic. It's a Birdemic. The buds. They're so bad, they're good movie. I don't watch a lot of movies. This is much to my like studio mates' frustration. They want me to see something and I'm just kind of wandering off doing stuff. I'm like, ooh. They're like, you should watch this. I'm like, oh, I'm doing this over here. Getting me to sit down and watch something is a task, I think. Yeah, I remember The Birds. I mean, I've not seen it, but I know about it. Not Steel with a Shoestring budget. Black Sheep, a zombie B movie, but the zombies are all sheep. Oh, there's one that me and Obsy were talking about. It's a Christmas movie. It's I'm thinking my brain's gone blank. It's been bad today. What's sort of the demon that steals children on Christmas if you're bad? What's it called? Krampus. Like a Krampus movie? I think that's what it's called. Yeah. I haven't seen that. I want to see that. I want to see that movie. Wang place. My movie about him. It's not new. It's not like, I don't think it's super old. It's like the last decade, but I've heard things. I didn't want to see that movie where Kylo Ren and some girl gets stuck on a planet. It's not Kylo Ren, but it's the actor who played Kylo Ren, and gets stuck on a planet and they have to fight off dinosaurs in space. I kind of want to see that one too. But I don't remember the name of that. What was it called? Something 65. Something like that. There's some dumb movies. Yeah, it's just 65. Okay. I've been watching Apothecary Diaries, and that's been fun. Not everybody would like that kind of anime. It is a slow burn story / kind of love story. It's not quite into the love story section yet, but it's sort of murder mystery. Well, I would say murder mystery, but it's mysteries. Sometimes it is a murder mystery, but like a mystery type anime, and I've been enjoying that quite a bit. I live for mystery. Yeah, Apothecary Diaries I think is a lot of fun, but people who are into like fast-paced anime generally don't go for it. They're like, it's the same people who didn't really care for Frieren, which I think Frieren's amazing, but Frieren is also slow-paced, and like they spend their time building character and story and setting the scene for the next episode. And so some episodes there isn't like a whole lot going on because it's setting up for another like episode 2 down kind of deal. And I like that kind of stuff if it's done really well, but some people don't have the patience for it. Frieren it does have sad parts, but it's not a sad anime. I would not call that a sad anime. It is an anime about processing grief, but that is not like the forefront kind of thing. It starts with an episode like that, okay? It does, but it's actually learning. It's processing grief, but also learning how to care for people. Because it's about an elf who's really long-lived, and she doesn't process emotions the same way humans does because she lives for so long. Like, their emotions are very fleeting and stuff, so it's kind of a foreign way of thinking for her. So things are like 10 years is temporary to her, where 10 years is a really long time for humans. And it's about that like dichotomy of differences in the races. There's also a dwarf in there that also has some of this. It's fun. It's kind of like has a little bit of Lord of the Rings feel and anime because it's about journeys and such. So yeah, this place is nice. Let's stay here for a century or two. And like the humans can't. They don't have time for that. So they live. They feel a lot in the moment, and her feelings and emotions are kind of delayed. She's got sort of like a delayed emotional response to things. And when she realized she missed somebody who just passed, she doesn't quite know how to deal with it. So she's like retracing the steps of their earlier journey to remember and understand the person that she was with. 50 years ago. It's really heartwarming. There's a lot of good, happy parts to it, and some triumphant spots. It's great. But it will tug on your heartstrings quite a bit in certain sections because they do take their time to build up characters and the world and the lore, and it only hurts because the story is good, right? People who there's anime that's too fast where they want you to care about something and they kill off a character like second episode and you're like, well, okay, they're gone. It doesn't sting the same way. It does not. Probably the best way. Yeah, the first episode is sad, but it sets up the whole scene where it's not always sad. It's like it has, like I said, it has some sad parts, but it actually has some really great moments and very happy moments too later. I saw the entire thing before me and asked if I saw anything like it because this is Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood all over again. Time to get the manga. It definitely takes its time to build. It has action in it, but it is not an action anime. Yeah, it's very sweet. I'm looking forward to the new episodes and whatnot. Get over to YouTube, make sure I'm not missing anything. But I've definitely been stuck on Apothecary Diaries. I watched what's the name of the anime? I don't even remember the name of the anime. The one where there's a guy he every time he falls asleep goes to a fantasy world, and when he wakes up, he's back in the modern world. So he actually falls asleep and like not falls asleep. He wakes up next to one of the elf girls that's in the fantasy world because like they're holding on to each other because they were about to die in the fantasy world and he accidentally like drug her over. So that one's been interesting. I don't know if it's like the best, but it was interesting. It was like it's just a weird kind of dichotomy of adventure anime and like food and tourism anime. Dubbed the child of Final Fantasy and Violet Evergarden. It's not as sad as Violet Evergarden. I think Violet Evergarden is sadder than Free Ren. You're a sucker for people learning to care about others, so I've got a soft spot for the jerkwad learning to be a good person genre. So many anime. Yeah, there's a lot of anime about food. I think that they need to make a Monster Hunter Wilds anime, but it's based around food. Like, it's all about the food and the hunting and all that stuff is secondary. I think they need to make a Monster Hunter Wilds food anime. In my personal opinion. This needs to happen. Yeah, I did watch Delicious in Dungeon. It's really good. That's why I thought, I was like, man, Monster Hunter Wilds would make a really good food anime. Because I also watched Campfire Cooking in Another World, and usually I don't like isekai ones much anymore. I've kind of lost my patience for them. But I do like that one. It's not like amazing, but it's fun. And so I'm waiting for the second season of that one too. Done the style Gordon Ramsay. You started on the manga. Mm-hmm. I was thinking about getting the manga. I don't have it. They have the box set now. I kind of want it. I kind of want it. I'm collecting Apothecary Diaries now, but they keep not having the next one I need in the store, so I'm gonna have to order it online. Yeah, it's about monsters and then food and cats. I mean, that makes a perfect anime. I don't know what else there would be. Monster Hunter is huge. Or much bigger than I thought it was when I went to Japan, because we would go and when you go to Japan, a lot of times like their theme stores are all in one level of their shopping center, right? So they have these big shopping centers and each level is a theme of stuff, and typically like the Pokemon store is going to be on one of these levels, but next to the Pokemon store might have the Nintendo store, next to that might be the Studio Ghibli store, and maybe on the next level above that we might have the Capcom store and the Godzilla store, and these are real things. And the Capcom store is where you find the Monster Hunter stuff, but it was like one half of that was Monster Hunter, and the rest was like other Capcom stuff. But most of it was Monster Hunter things. And this was before Wilds even came out. So there's a lot of Monster Hunter stuff over there. I did find a lot of but only in like Denden Town. There was a lot of like pop-up stuff for gacha games, especially for like MiHoYo and things. Yeah, Monster Hunter is really big for Capcom. Really big for Capcom. Yeah, they had a little bit of that too. But Street Fighter doesn't like hold like the audience as much, of course, as much as Monster Hunter does anymore. And then Mega Man, have they been doing anything with Mega Man recently? I don't know if they even have a modern game in like the last 5-10 years. I haven't been paying attention, to be honest, but I wouldn't mind playing a Mega Man game. It's a platformer, right? No, yeah, I didn't think so. That's something that should be on the Switch too. They need to make something for Mega Man. Okami 2 is great. It's good that they're coming out with that. Yeah. I'm starting Horizon Zero Dawn on Wednesday night. So we'll be going through that game, and the story and the gameplay always looked really interesting to me. This is the first one. I don't have the second one yet. So we'll be playing through that probably a couple times a week. To get through that, I wanted to try like another long story game, and this one looks really fun. No, but he's been wanting me to play, but I was always wanting to play because I bought Loish, who did a lot of like the concept art for Horizon. I already owned her art book for it, and that was before I even met Obzy, so I was very interested. But it's like, you should play that. I'm like, I just gotta find a good time to play it. Now's a good time to start playing, so I'm gonna start trying. I'm gonna play it, see if I'm any good at it. So I don't know if I'm gonna play all of it on stream. I'm gonna try to do like the story parts on stream, and then everything else I'll probably do off stream because it's a long game. See ya, Rima. Thank you for stopping by. Bye. Obzy really wants me to play Monster Hunter Wilds, but like, I don't want to spend $70 on the game, and if I spend $70 on the game, then I want the special version of the game, and the special version of the game's like $110 or something like that. I'm like, I don't want to play. I already got other games I gotta buy. Yeah, if I did the side quest, it would take forever. Yeah, on stream, so I think like stream, it's gonna be pretty much story only, unless I really have to have something for like to move myself forward. Yeah. And Monster Hunter Wilds, I mean, it looks like a good game. I'll buy it when it's on sale. Probably or Christmas time. Maybe. Like, for a digital copy of something that's already made, I don't know if it will actually go up. Now, for new stuff, especially for, like, the Nintendo stuff, yeah, it's gonna be pricey. I already knew that. I knew that was gonna happen. Anything's gonna be more expensive. You want merch from VTubers? You watch, it's gonna go up 1/3 to 1/2 more. It's just how it's gonna be. Everybody's gonna be like, I've already got like this status and this status, this status. I'm like, how do fight monster? I'll be like, over my head. I'm not particularly good at those type of games. I'm trying to think of what games I'm good at. Probably aesthetic building games, to be honest. Animal Crossing, Minecraft. I'm decent, like, at some shooters and stuff. Like, I wouldn't call it myself good. I've never, like, practiced enough to be good. No, not gamer good. I wouldn't mind getting back to some, Helldivers, too. I still haven't played any of the new stuff with, like, the squid guys. I want to fight the squids. Go out fight the squiddos. What's the name of that new game that's coming out, where it's all about, like, Southern USA folklore? It's like a story type game. Story action game. Oh, it's not out yet. It comes out in, like, a couple of weeks. I might play that one, but I don't remember the name of it. I always just see previews of it, and they never say the name. It looks really nice. It's got, like, stylized, like, characters, like, it's kind of, you would think it's kind of like Arcane, but not quite. It's not the same style of art, but it's like the same style of, like, artistic overlay for 3D models. 2, 3, ready? We beamed! Still got the heart emotes. That means like you still have a sub, bro. You were dedicated. How will we recover? I don't know. I'm not sure. Might need a few cherry colas. I think you'd be okay then. Something I've noticed, this is a side tangent, because I mentioned cherry cola. You know those like have it your way machines that they have in like some of the stores like Zaxby's and stuff like that, where you can get like the soda and then you can put whatever flavoring you want in it? The cherry in that is not good. I have realized this, or they've changed it recently, and the cherry, every time I go and get some, the cherry's not good. It's not the normal cherry that they put in cola or cherry Dr. Pepper. It's something else, and I don't like it. Oh, I'm sure she's getting all that stuff. The freestyle machines, yeah. And I don't like when I first got it, like I don't remember it tasting up, but I think they changed the cherry flavor and it's not good anymore. And so now I usually get regular. One of my other things I like to get, I get cream soda with peach flavor in it, and that's good. It's my personal favorite. If I'm getting soda. I like sweet tea with lemon though. Sweet tea with lemon. I had that earlier today with Cane's. It's good. Very southern, very. I can get my southern sweet tea with a slice of lemon. But my southern comes out sometimes. I got a little south of me. It's fine. Uh-oh. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, my phone is going off. Hold on. Do. Oh, okay. That's a late message. It's probably because I was in the basement. So I thought I might do pixel art today. I think I'm gonna save it for later. Never guessed. Yeah, a lot of people, weirdly enough, when I was working in grocery and I had to deal with a lot of people, they all thought I was from the north. I'm like, what? I grew up in North Carolina. Right? I was a Carolina girl. But I also lived in the big city, so I just never picked up on a specifically southern accent. It will pop out every once in a while. I do speak slowly, like southerner though, definitely. I am a suburb girl, to be honest. Suburbs. I'm a country girl now, but that's not really by choice. It's where the family lives. I live out in the middle of nowhere now. I would much rather be in the city, but just a bit. Yeah, but when I was working in retail, there's a lot of very southern people around me, which is fine. I'm in the South. But they thought I was from the north because my accent wasn't very apparent. I'm like, oh, no. I'm from around here, kinda, sorta. Oh no. Well. Jingle. Yeah. This studio mate's taking out the doggists for a walk. They need their walkies. Y'all can hear it better than I can because I have got earmuffs on. So whatever. Got my headphones. I'm glad to be back to streaming though. I'm not sure why I delayed for so long. It's just one of those like tasks. Yeah. Headphones, yes. Wrong word. Don't mind me. I've been confusing my words a lot lately. I think it's just because I've been tired. I've enjoyed being back. I thought I was going to do some pixel art. I think I'm going to wait for later. I have been working on a project, which is fun. It's a new stream avatars project. because originally I was working on one. I was using the bases from Ragnarok Online, which is fun. They have some really good pixel art and stuff like that, but it's not mine. And so I'm making my own from scratch. And so like the last week I've been building some animation bases to make other avatars on top of. And so I was thinking I might make some VTubers. So we're on Thursday? Yeah, Thursday we're going to be doing some pixel art. I don't know if I'm going to get to making a specific VTuber just yet. Because I still have to make some really basic parts for the avatars themselves for moving around and stuff. So like I've built the bodies, but I don't have like eyes or basic underclothes and stuff. So like now they're just little naked tiny chibi bodies. So yeah, I feel like this is something I was looking for a project to work on for the rest of the year, and I thought about doing like some fancy video stuff and things like that, but there were so many interruptions like the beginning of this year. I was like, I can work on this now. I wasn't able to work on anything while I was like on hiatus because I didn't have access to my tracking at all. I just had my computer, so I did have my art tablet though, so I was able to work on these things. So I got a good start on them. We're gonna work on them Thursday, and then we'll have to pick out some like VTubers to start animating. I think it'll be really fun. I don't have any samples yet. I have a working set of bodies to move, but they're just, like I said, they're little naked chibis, and I don't think I'm gonna put that up on stream just yet. Even though, like, it's not really TOS breaking. It's weird. So, yeah. But I'd like to make, like, a bunch of little, like, VTubers, and then I'm also gonna have sets for just you all to have, so you can create your own characters as well. And the other thing was, like, with the Ragnarok Online, when I was building those, which is really fun, there's only one skin tone, white people. So I actually will have different skin tones for lots of different types of people. So you may stick around if you're black. Well, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Oh, I thought about doing some PNG tubing. I considered it. But my setup was kind of in like not a good spot either. So, yay! They're very cute. They're not as big as the Ragnarok Online. Because the Ragnarok Online sprites were like 100 by 100 pixel box. These are only in a 64 by 64, and they don't take up the entire space, so they're much smaller. So they'll take a lot less time to create. So now since I have the bases already, because it's all one same base, because they're chibi, they don't have any like male or female features. They're just chibi. They're little beans. I'm calling them chibeens. They're chibeens, and and I'm gonna make little like walking around VTubers with them. You gesture the convey size. Yeah, it's like this size. You do this size. Oh, my fingers are getting mixed up. I think it'll be really cute. I hope they are. That's the other thing is kind of like, I'm not a game developer, but I kind of want to be, but I'm not a game developer because I don't know how to code. So I'm like, I want to put something up on Steam. So, not the VTubers themselves because I don't have permission for that, but like the base set where the chat can make their own little characters and whatnot will be available on Steam. That's the goal. So like the Ragnarok one, I had really good practice with that. Again, it's not my IP. I'm not allowed to post that kind of stuff, but I can make my own, and I want to put one up. I want to have something on Steam. I want something up there. I think it'd be cool. I think it's like, hey, I made that. That's what I want. I could learn. I think my biggest thing now, like learning to code, it's kind of like, it's something I want to do, but it's not like necessarily priority. It's like kind of like one day out down the line. What I want to learn the most when it comes to like more dev work is learning how to actually use Blender from like scratch, like making models from scratch. And I've already started that process. I just have to get back to it and like actually finish something. I get distracted with a lot of different things. But I also wanted to make something where I could give back to like the community, so I want to make some little like animated VTubers. So yeah, I respect them too. So much so I want to learn, and I started taking some tutorials, which were really good. And now I'm gonna have to take them again because I haven't done it in a while, and I've already forgotten. It's been like 4 months. But they've also switched versions. They've updated the versions now. So yeah, keeping up with tech is hard. It's hard, but stuff and things. Ooh, shinies, always, forever. Good at a lot of things, not perfect at anything. I think I complained about that on Twitter once. We have a thing where like you're good at a lot of stuff, but you're not like great at anything. I want to be great at something, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. I don't think that's my personality. Yeah, he did. I'm like, bruh, I kind of like, if I was to give him like a second glance, I'd be like, what the I would have, because that's what happened in my mind mentally. He's like, oh, I made this. I just learned how to do it. I'm like, what? What? Very smart. He learns fast. Asen learns fast. Which I love. He picks up on stuff pretty quickly. He picks up on a lot of modded games pretty fast too. It's not usually the type of games that I'm into, but like a lot of like strategy games or like versus games and stuff like that, or tabletop games. Boom, he's got it down pat. Aside from his art. I can try. We shall see. I would like to get back to it. Now that my setup is back together, I can test some things. What should I make first, though? If I were to make something in 3D, what would I make? I would make something really simple. Something like this dumb hair ornament right here. I don't think I can poke it. I can't poke it, but it doesn't move. I can only move my ears. Make myself. I would just make a chibi version of me running amok. I'll make myself a goblin. Oh, goblin VTuber. Minecraft dirt block. Yeah, this is true. There is a creator specifically for Minecraft for building stuff. I can't think of what it's called. Because names escape me today. This is definitely one of those days where I can't remember what something was called. You have days like that? We just like forget the name of everything. My brain's going, I thought of it. Go on. You was really a chibi abstract version of make myself. I thought about like if I had a weapon, what would be my weapon? Maybe I'll make a weapon. like in a video game. So my battle weapon. Wow. I feel like I'd probably be a bow user or something. A rolling pin. Whack. Yeah, frying pan, rolling pin, toaster. I don't know. I think it's good. This is true. I get in moods where I play games like that, and then I'll stop and I'll play comfy games for a long period of time, and then I'll go back to like I'm playing something where everybody's dying, like Helldivers or Doom. Every once in a while, I'm like, yep, this is what we're doing. I think I would be like a bow user. Like if I was like a character in Genshin or something, I'd probably be a bow user or something goofy like that. Or if it's not a bow user, I'd be like giant weapon that's too big for me, like a mega mallet or a great sword. So it's either got to be a weapon that's so massive it like double my size, or a bow or something. River City Girls. Yeah. Yeah, no, DK, now that you're on hiatus, we can't finish the game. We're like, oh, we gotta finish this. Oh, okay. You're like, come back. I'm like, what? DK's gone. How dare. Yeah, Obviously does run ahead. He's like, ooh, I got this. I know where this is. He's like, gone. I'm like, okay. This is true. I'm not 4 foot though. DK will be back after these messages. DK's coming back with like a new season or something. I'm not 4'1". Yeah, I know you're moving. I understand. I mean, I just got done with renovations. Home stuff it's real life. Your life gets in the way sometimes. I'm hoping your move goes very smoothly. Because moving sucks. I would come and help, but you are too far away for me to do that. I've helped a lot of people move. I was that friend. Yeah. It should. Yeah, good. I'm glad. Yeah, you're even further away. You're like across the ocean. Whoa. I'll have to visit Europe one day. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it. We follow my family line, like all the way back. So I've mentioned before, like I'm like a 9th generation American. Follow it all the way back. My lineage goes on the boats and back over to the ocean, and it ends up somewhere in England / Ireland. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, I'm about as American as you can get. Everyone's like, oh, I'm part this, I'm part that. I'm like, hi, I'm very much American. It's like, no. What are you really? Like, no, I'm American. Can't say I'm really proud of that right now, but you know, I'm not gonna get into politics. But the only reason I know that is because my dad was really into like figuring out family history and stuff like that. So he's got a whole book on stuff that goes way back. He has sought down some library books and like writings and things to find out where the line goes. So as all thanks to my father, and that's his personal obsession. It's very cool, but after that, it's somewhere it's English Irish. Yay! It's kind of fun. I think we had family that fought on both sides of the Civil War, and again we came over on one of the boats. I don't remember which one though. I don't know if we ever found out which one. I have to go back and look. Ask my dad a few things about it. Might help him get a book printed out. It's neat. Although I don't know if I'd pay some of these places that do like your lineage stuff. Like they sell your information. So it was 23andMe. That's like the genetic one. It's not like family history. It's like family genetics, right? And they're going out of business. I'm like, oh, we better not. They might be selling your history for like your family genes. Yeah, with good reason. Good reason, Foxtrot. Now we got to deal with them here. Yeah, I mean, it's not too hard to lose track, honestly. And a lot of times people like are orphaned and or like adopted, and it's very easy to break those lines. Especially if you go back even like 100 years, because people just didn't live that long, and like people died of diseases. Stuff happened very, very easily and very quickly. So it's not too hard for that line to just kind of go poof, disappear. But again, I think my dad did a lot of work. He did a lot of researching, and he had to go to different towns to do it where he lives. Like, he had to actually travel back to certain places to go find some of these documents. He had to go to city halls and places to find out like land deeds and who owned this and all that. It's just a lot of detective work, which is pretty fun. Yeah, so like, good thing we don't have anything like that like that anymore. Like COVID, bird flu. Yeah. Don't die, DK. No. No. Who's getting high? Wait, my side eye? What? Christian, we're actually about to wrap up. I'm gonna rest. I started very early. Actually, getting my setup back together was hard. I'm gonna be honest. It was hard. I was climbing around in the rafters and up ladders and stuff and behind bookcases because I had to undo an Ethernet line and redo an Ethernet line, and then I had to take all the furniture downstairs. So I'm gonna rest here for tonight. We are gonna be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna play some Minecraft. It's very chill, early morning Minecraft. We're gonna start at 10 a.m. Central Time. And we'll probably be playing that for 3 or 4 hours. We'll be online goofing around. If I decide to get tired of Minecraft, I might do pixel art or I might play something else. But we will see. Yeah. Well, because, okay, it's the rafters, but it's not like in the ceiling. It's between the levels, because I had to send like the line. The line was woven upstairs, and I unweave the line upstairs and then send it through like a specific hole and channel and weave it back to where my studio space is. So yeah, I was like climbing ladders and crawling around, and I gotta work out today. I'll tell you that. I wouldn't call it a massive measles outbreak, but yes, there is a measles outbreak because people don't want to believe in vaccines for some reason. I don't know. I don't want to get into it. It's so frustrating. Wow. Good tracking makes for such a better stream experience. Yeah, I hope so. I try to keep it going. I noticed there's some hiccups today, but I don't have the dedicated Wi-Fi yet. It is coming, and hopefully I will fix those problems. Yeah, this is why I stream. And kind of one of the reasons I don't talk about this stuff is not that it's not important to me or I have opinions. I do. Is that this is a space where I'd like to keep things a little less serious, where you can take a break from a very serious world at the moment. So that's the point. that is the whole reason. We went a nice place where we can take a break and kind of distract ourselves for a little while. Yeah, exactly. And it's not just it's for me and it's for you, but it's for me because I get easily frustrated about that kind of stuff. I have to make sure I don't doom scroll too much because it could actually absolutely ruin my mood, and I don't need to put myself through that daily. So it does not. I totally get it most of the time. We can get you on that, yeah. A place to run for your problems. A little bit. I don't know if you want to like run from them, but it's like you do have to give yourself like a mental break. You have to allow yourself to rest from serious moments or stress just in general. There's some responsibility that has to be had there where you can't do it all the time. But it's how it is. Run! You run for a little while and then run back to it. Punch life in the face. What? No, not really, but What? But yeah, we're gonna be back tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. playing Minecraft, and then on Wednesday we're gonna start Wednesday night. We're gonna start Horizon, and then Thursday morning is art time. We're gonna have fun with the arts and probably make a little VTuber or two, which will be fun. Make life take the lemons back, yeah. Or eat the lemons. I eat lemons. I like limes better, but personal preference. Okay, let's see who's online. Who can we raid on the Twitch side here? And I'll make this bigger so I can see who's online. Bigger. Let's see. Argama's playing Headliners right now. Let's see. That's the only way I know that I know personally. Minimize this again. Just back right into it. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me, y'all. I appreciate you. I appreciate when I keep taking breaks and I'm gone for a long time and then I come back and you're still here. Can't believe it. I'm gonna be better though. I'm gonna do my best. No more breaks. Just streaming and having a good time. I'm gonna try to get better at talking and chatting and stuff. Yeah, those OGs gotta stick together. There's less and less of us every year. 4 foot tall squad. No! Let's see, let's go raid. I think she's playing with some other people too. Ad break's coming. It's time to go. Bye, y'all. It'll raid here in just a moment. Y'all on YouTube, thanks for stopping by. We'll be back again tomorrow at 10. Going to play some Minecraft. Maybe make something cool. We don't know. We'll see. Bye for now. Thank you. Y'all on YouTube. I will catch you later too. first I gotta find my YouTube studio because it got lost. I gotta go back to my channel. There we go. I found it. I'll be back for more shenanigans. Bye, y'all.